Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm ready to talk to you about one amazing read. This is a classic novel, and this story has been around for over 40 years. And the title of the book is Bridge to Terabithia. This is a special 40th anniversary edition by Katherine Paterson. And this book has won the award John Newbery Medal for the most distinguished contribution to American literature for children. And as I told you before on other books, anytime you see a gold logo or silver, there's some that are purple, that means that this must be a very good book in one way or another. So just so you know, that's the logo right there. See, you can see it. And this is the cover. This is the back. And as you can see, once again, the cover, beautifully illustrated. It's colorful. And like I've always said, take a look at the cover. And always try to infer based on what you see. Wondering what the book is going to be about. Look at the drawing, trees, looks like outside. Maybe the setting might be in the woods. Look at the swing. All of these things come in handy when trying to comprehend what we read or what we're about to read. All right. And then in addition, you can read the summary the way I read it from the book to you guys. All right. So a little bit about Miss Katherine Paterson. Let me tell you. It says, Katherine Paterson is one of the world's most celebrated and beloved authors. Among her many awards are 2 Newbery Medals and 2 National Book Awards. She was named a living legend by the Library of Congress and has been the National Ambassador for Young People's Literature. She has been published in more than 22 languages in a variety of formats, from picture books to historical novels. So as you can see, she's a very famous author and has written several novels over the time that she's been an author. And this is a classic because it's been around for several years. First copyrighted back in 1972. That's over 40 years. So that tells you it's an amazing read. I guarantee you, if you read it and you read it again, you're going to fall in love all over again with the story. And if you have not read it, you're going to fall in love with the story as well. And you're going to want to read it again and again and again. And I guarantee you, each time that you read it, you're going to find a new detail. I've read this book a couple of times. When I used to teach lower grades also, we read it with my 5th graders. And of course, now I'm at the junior high level. I didn't have the chance to read it when I used to teach 7th grade reading before. But I truly recommend it. Like I said, it's a very treasurable story. And I'm trying to look here for the page because I wanted to let you know that there is a couple of more novels, titles that Miss Paterson has written. Here it is. And just so you know, once you read this one and you like it and you want to find similar books by Miss Paterson, these are some of the other titles. You can come and check with us if we haven't, and if we don't, maybe your parents can take you to a bookstore and buy it, or let me know if you're interested, and I can find a way to get the book and add it to our library, and it'll be here for you. Some of the other titles are Bread and Roses 2, Come Sing, Jimmy Joe, The Day of the Pelican. I believe we have that one here. I've seen it. Flip Flop Girl, The Great Jilly Hopkins, Jacob How I Loved, Liddy, The Master Puppeteer, Of Night Gales That Weep, Park's Quest, Preacher's Boy, Rebels of the Heavenly Kingdom, The Same Stuff as Stars. And then, of course, Bridge to Terabithia. Here it is, waiting for you. You want to know what's going to happen to Jess and Leslie? Well, you're wondering, well, who's Jess and who's Leslie? Let me tell you, okay? Reading straight off from the book, it says, this Newbery Medal winning novel by best-selling author Katherine Paterson has been a modern classic about friendship and loss for 40 years. Jess Aarons has been practicing all summer so he can be the fastest runner in the 5th grade. And he almost is, until the new girl in school, Leslie Burke, outpaces him. The two become fast friends and spend most days in the woods behind Leslie's house, where they invent an enchanted land called Terabithia. One morning, Leslie goes to Terabithia without Jess, and a tragedy occurs. It will take the love of his family and the strength that Leslie has given him for Jess to be able to deal with his grief. So, basically, that's what this one is about. You want to know more? What's going to happen to Jess and Leslie? How is it that they become best friends? And this is a true friendship. What happens? There's grieving. And why will Jess grieve? What happens? What's that tragedy? All right. So here it is, waiting for you. Stop by the library anytime you have time, during breakfast time, the last 5 minutes of class. If you're done with your assignments, ask the teacher for a pass. You're more than welcome to join us. And if this is not the book that you're looking for, that's okay. I guarantee you we do have the right book for you. I've always said, everybody's a reader. You just haven't found the right book. But guess what? Bridge to Terabithia might be that right book. Thank you for listening, and I will see you throughout the day.